Okay, I'm back for another day of GeoGuessr in an arbitrary world again, and the goal today, see how many countries I can get in a streak. I feel like I'm getting better, but results may vary. Jump straight into it. Hey Peter. That was Georgetown, Penang Island, off Malaysia. Can I locate it? Somewhere here. Where's Malaysia? Here. Ooh, I don't know where Penang is. It's one of the islands here anyway. Nice place, very hot. So in terms of this place that we've got live here, I think there was actually a sign here. I should probably check that out. Definitely Europe, I'd guess. They've got tons writing English. Kind of leads me to think the UK, but this doesn't look too much like it. It's a bit of a puzzler. So I thought Europe, maybe that's a wrong thought. Could actually be like the US or Canada, I guess. It's like a mailbox they've made out of an outboard motor or something. This looks like a political sign, perhaps. Which certainly could be US. Unless it's just indicating what the flowers are. Got a station wagon, which is very non-US. Normally they'd have like a truck instead. An SUV. So we've got English. Should probably check the sun, which I rarely do. It's kind of directly above, I think. The cloud cover is making it a bit difficult. Here's a US flag. I think yes. Okay, so that narrows it down. I think it's the US. Still a huge area to guess from. Got a soil aerator. I think that's what that is. Quite hilly, but very lush green. US region guesses are not great for me. Hubby, how are you doing? What day is it? I think it's a midday Tuesday here, 1 p.m. Tuesday nearly. I think it's Tuesday, let me just double check that. Yeah, Tuesday. It's a bit difficult to remember. I've been on leave, like paternity leave for months, so the days kind of blend into one. There's a political sign. I guess this would be the south. I feel like this no passing zone sign is a really unique thing. I'm sure I've come across it before, but I'm just not sure where. And then we've got a sign for Linda's trees. I don't think that's official. So maybe if I get a state highway or something. It looks like they get snow if the bridge ices over. Pretty good. Not pretty good. Not much to report. Cinemahanning Portage Creek. I've got this pole too, which is kind of, must be fairly unique, I'd say. Yeah, I'm not sure what US state. There's somewhere that gets cold. It's got this unique pole and a really interesting triangular passing sign. Bridge ices before road. I don't know what to make of this. I wonder if I could travel quick enough to get pass with care. So I guess it must be a northern state if it's getting ice and snow. I've got this unique no passing zone. It seems unique to me. I really haven't done much work on nailing down US states. I think I'm going to have to plonk it somewhere here. Unfortunately, I always go like Washington State. SR 155. Where am I zoomed into? Malaysia, that's no good. That's the wrong America. So I wonder, can I make sense of SR? I assume that's a road number. Pennsylvania. It could be. It's going to be an East Coast, West Coast kind of. Virginia. I wonder if it was like even further north. Should probably go find something else. I mean, I put 10 minutes on the clock and I'm still running out of time. They kind of got bollards here, which is interesting. Normally the US, I've been led to believe that there's not usually bollards. Should I go East Coast? I think it does look like Vermont, New Hampshire. Actually, I should have checked those vehicles because I know that New York would have yellow plates. It has a front plate. So I think maybe Ohio and Pennsylvania are okay. I think there's no front plates around this area. I can never remember. I think it's more likely to be West Pennsylvania. Thinking up this region or this region. Let's guess. See. Oh wow. That was an amazing guess. Happy with Pennsylvania. 10 points to you there. 210 kilometres away. And I kind of spoiled it by going, oh, that's Scranton there. I think that's where Biden's from. Yeah, if I'd plugged middle, it would have been a much better guess. Now, this is driving left. By the looks. With yellow back plates. On trucks, anyway. Got this bollard. Yellow all plates. Kind of at a loss here. Malaysia drives to the left. I think it doesn't really look like Malaysia though. What is that bollard? Yeah, you told me Pennsylvania. I liked Pennsylvania. When you said Pennsylvania, I thought that sounds right. M50. I wonder about driving left. The shonky bollard, it's some... Is it some island? I don't think they'd have big trucks if it was an island like... US Virgin Islands or anything like that. See, yellow backplate should make it fairly obvious. I think Habby's got a clue, but Habby's trying to lean me into it, but I'm not too... I'm not picking it up. I don't think it could be Africa. They have a lot of yellow... Well, some blue plates... yellow plates in Africa. Scania is a fairly widespread brand of truck, make of truck. Couldn't be the Netherlands. I'm pretty sure they don't drive left in the Netherlands. It's not somewhere in the Middle East. I'm sure it's not like Oman. I'm really stumped. I would like to see some language. Yeah, I thought this bollard could be Malaysian and driving left. But it doesn't really look like Malaysia. Unless it's on... Sarawak here. Oh, hang on. What was that road number? M50. I thought there was an AH road number. Let me check. That's a ton of hay. Something very odd if it's Malaysia, I think. NGC, how's it going on Twitch? I'm good. Just trying to work out this M50. 2 AM. It's the opposite, it's like 1 PM here. I guess that's like US. I think we're 12 hours difference from one of the coasts in the US. So I guess it'd be one of those latitudes. I'm here. It's about 3 hours difference to my hometown. Southern Chile. Okay. Very cool. The furthest south I've been in Chile is actually Santiago. I've only been as far south as Santiago. It'd be cool to go further south there, towards Tierra del Fuego. I thought Europe, but it's left-hand drive. The south is the good part, I bet. Jacket weather. This really odd bollard driving left. It's not like India for sure. I only thought it was like Sarawak, but it's like Tasmania. The climate, yeah. And presumably parts of New Zealand, kind of almost equidistant here. Which I've never been to Tasmania or New Zealand, so... Tewkesbury. This is like UK. How is that possible? Or Ireland or something. I didn't think Ireland doesn't have any A roads. But Tewkesbury certainly sounds UK, and it's got the A roads. And the yellow plates. Oh my god, that's why there's yellow plates. Jeez. God, my brain hasn't engaged yet. The bollards just threw me so hard there. I guess this kind of looks a bit northern here. I don't know where the A38 is. Must be somewhere. Hopefully it's not in Wales. Here's the 34. Oh, here we go. It is. We're kind of going east-westish. I don't really see Tewkesbury. It goes quite a way here, the A38. So Tewkesbury was actually off a side road, was it? Yeah, the A38 is off. So this is is off to the north. God, who knows? Who knows? It's somewhere in Wales here. I think this is Wales. No, it's not Wales. Just looking for Tewkesbury. Yeah. Probably Devon, that kind of area. I'll go all the way over here. Oh my god. It was quite a way north. In England, if I just clicked on England, it would have been fine. 257, I'm glad we got to that. Jeez. I'd never seen that bollard before, it's so weird. I'm just going to quickly look at Plonket to see the bollards for England, or it might be under UK. Let's have a look here. Yeah, so this is the standard bollard. Doesn't even have that variant on there. So weird. Oh my gosh. I did not understand what was going on there. Never mind. What is up with my chat box? It's like it's masked. Something awry. I'll have to try and fix that sometime, the chat box. That was nerve-wracking. Nearly went Malaysia, Sarawak. It's driving right, okay, that's good. Got like a camper van. Oh, it's changed into kayak weather. Got back plates. I guess this is like the US, some national park or something. Nearby the Great Lakes. Could be Canada, definitely, with the pines. So we're just beside a big lake here. It looked like that kayaker was driving with purpose, so presumably there's something down here worth seeing. It's a picnic area. It does look nice. If you like pines. So it must be a giveaway in terms of having this many pines, I'd say. A whole bunch of picnic areas, except for the bears. Bears absolutely freak me out. Okay, Habby, have a good one. Take a nap or whatever you're planning. I think rest up. That's just a bit difficult to see. Can't get closer to it, unfortunately. It's definitely like a national parky kind of thing. With public toilets, that's a really nice one too. It says something. I wonder if I can drop this one in Washington State. That seems fair. That's always my inclination when it's actually, I've got to remember that yellow no passing zone sign for Pennsylvania. Looks like a P, maybe I can remember it that way. I don't know if it's unique to Pennsylvania, but got birches as well here. I like the private little picnic areas. So if this one's occupied, you can just move. Oh, maybe you've got to reserve them, that's what that is. Yeah, maybe you reserve the picnic area. That's okay too, I guess. Lots of bins, which is great. Always a fan of bins. Maximum, okay. That tells me a lot. Tells me this is Canada. Very nice. So what part of Canada? There's a big Winnipeg. Nearby Winnipeg could be good. Poplar Nanawin, Rivers Park Reserve, British Columbia. I'd expect, let's have a look. There's a bunch of mountains actually. At least one mountain off there. Should I overrule? BC. It's kind of the equivalent of the area I would have gone in the US, which is Washington. Be fairly far north if that's the case, I think, because it looks like a fairly sizable lake. There's lake country. Peachland. Kamloops, like that. I'm gonna go Manitoba. It's just BC. You're absolutely right. How disappointing. I overruled it, and it was actually nearby Kamloops. That would have been a great guess. There's Lac Lejeune Provincial Park. My face is getting red. Campground playground. That's kind of an interesting combo. That's a really nice setup they've got there. Man, if I'd gone Kamloops just because it sounded funny, that would have been great. Just last minute I thought, nope, I'm switching. This could be southern Chile. They've got a lot of cacti here. So if this was, I don't know, cacti, I just think Mexico, but that's not always the case. This is kind of interesting. Don't know what to make of that. No cacti in the south. Okay. I was thinking Mexico, like the Yucatan Peninsula, but I don't really have anything to back that up. Difficult to say with that. It's like a Botswana tree. I don't think it's Africa. I think it... I don't actually know if if cacti are only native to the Americas. We've got water all around actually, so that's to the north. I wonder if that could be like peninsular-esque. It's a concrete road, but it's a fairly unique one. Just having a quick look here. That light. I don't think that's the flat Thailand. I'd be very surprised if this was Thailand. Or anywhere in Asia. This looks Mexican. Like Dia del Muerte. Day of the Dead style, almost. Not quite. Doesn't have the tattoos. Imagine having this in your front yard though. Oh, this isn't a front yard, it's someone. It's actually a facility. I think architecturally it could be Mexico. Got the wind farms, which I'm not too sure about. No. It's like Turkey. Is it? Just gonna quickly check out this bus shelter. No, it couldn't be. Could it? Gosh. I don't like when they have half seat and half standing. What's this on the side here? There's no rubbish bin. It's pretty exposed to the elements if there's rain, if this place ever gets rain. Give that one 4.5. It's very clean. Ushalt. Unfortunately, I've got to go quickly and look after the baby temporarily. What is this? 5. Okay, now I'm a bit stumped. Don't know who this guy is. I thought the language looked Turkish before, but now I'm not so sure. Do I see a minaret? I'm just... Is this Africa or something? Do I know about Turkish crossings? I don't. It's a French flag, kind of. This is some weird island somewhere. I'm just going to go Yucatan Peninsula. Just got to quickly nip off, look after the baby temporarily. That's not it. Near Holbox. It was a weird island somewhere. Anyway, I'll be gone a few minutes if you want to hang out. Otherwise, catch you later. I'll be right back. Cheers. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, didn't realise I actually clicked the screen there. So, got this, which, ooh, interesting. It's got the big vehicle coming out the back here. Kind of initially thought this was the US, but I guess not. Very interesting formations here. I haven't got too much of an idea about it. Why is YouTube so shocking? Can't actually see what's going on with YouTube in terms of comments and things like that. I've got the combined comments in Restream, but oh, okay, I don't have any time. So maybe this is Kazakhstan or something. Let's try that. It was Turkey. I didn't realise I had the round running the whole time. Not to worry. It could be worse. Do not understand how to stream on YouTube. Let's say in terms of streaming activities, Twitch is certainly, for me, easier. Okay, something up here, maybe it'd be worth checking out. Again, really interesting kind of little mountains, I'm going to call them, and again a huge car. This kind of looks Middle Eastern. Yellow outside lines and a solid white inside line. I'm trying not to learn the, this could be Oman actually. That's a bollard and a half, I haven't seen that before. I wonder if, I think yellow backplates is good for Oman. This architecture certainly looks, El Rauda Castle, Rauda. El Rauda. I think I might just have a quick look. So, I don't really have a vibe on whereabouts in the country this would be. Here's a directional sign, this could help. So here's Rauda, sorry, Rauda. Route 27, okay. So presuming we are in Oman, it's kind of numbers kind of 27-ish, but not specifically 27, 32, 31, 27 here. It's almost too good to be true. And then 27 ends here, so Route 27 is like here, north-south-ish. That could work. El Rauda. Aha! I have it. That's miraculous. So which way did I went, not that way. So it's kind of heading south. Yeah, heading south and then coming across Al Rauda. So there's a castle here. Al Rauda Castle. Which could be this. Is that right? If we're heading north. Where was that castle? Why am I trying 25k? It's a bit further off the road, I think. It's the wrong side of the road. It's kind of a side road here. Maybe like that. I'll give that a go. Ooh, 709 meters away. I could have done better there, but 4998 is pretty good. Not unhappy. Now, gosh, I'm not familiar with that directional bollard. Driving right by the looks, all white lines, very flat. Oh my gosh, another huge vehicle. This is, I wondered about Mongolia here. Not sure about that, to be fair. Let's get closer. So, this is like some touristy town, I think. Some tourist attraction. Or a cemetery, actually. It's probably a cemetery. There's no mountains anywhere. Kind of thought Kazakhstan or Kyrgyzstan. Oh, actually, is that Turkish? Got that crest on there. How about the lines? All white lines. I wonder if that is Turkish, now that I think about it. I don't know about this car for Turkey. I hate that it's there. There's no bollards, which is annoying. Because it would be well, there's this thing. Which I don't know about. Very flat. Not super dry. I don't know what to make of it. Here we go. Is that Russian? It could be Russian. This kind of would be a good time to have to loan some vehicles, but I don't really want to do that if I can avoid it. And northish, southish. I think I'm going to have to go to Russia here. It's kind of strange, so I wonder if it's in this area. This looks too big a road for that. I've got 127 on the road. I'm not sure what that refers to, whether it's the distance or what. Let's give that a go. It was actually Kazakhstan. That's a shame. We weren't really travelling north-southish either. On the A21. Okay, from now, I'm going to try for my country streaks. So they're selling some clothing here. Got a bit of an unstructured system to the shop. I think they're selling clothes. .com domain. This language should be jumping out at me, but I'm not That's actually, it's probably Tunisia. I think it's got the double blues, but I don't think this is Italy. So Tunisia would be... Got this C here. Let me just check Tunisia. Not Tunisia, I'm thinking of Albania, gosh. Yeah, Albania for sure. Had Tunisia on the brain, I think. Because I guess the cars come across from Italy. So, or maybe they're contracted to do the license plate or something. I'm not sure the actual reason, but it does have the two blues, blue on the left and right, as you'd see in Italy. Yeah, Albania, 100%. Inches on it. In terms of the city, I'm not too sure. It looks pretty big. Maybe I'll just go for... Could it be Tirana? It's going to be a good guess anyway, because I'm pretty confident. Wow, it was Pogradec. I could have tried a little harder there maybe to get the place, but Albania is small enough. Now, this is Korea. Don't know that I'm going to try and region guess Korea either. So the bridge is closed. What's going on there? It looks like, yeah, it might have taken a bit of a beating here. They've got a lot of warning signs. Got this inflatable sign, which is kind of cool. For a restaurant, I guess. It's like a hot pot restaurant. I like Korean food. Like butter jjigae or kimchi jjigae. Barbecue. Unfortunately, I don't really like the Korean chicken. There's just always the flavouring so sweet. So sweet. Everything, like the potato chips in Korea, the flavours are always too sweet. 24. That could be achievable. Scanning for roads, my least favourite thing. Or scanning for towns also. Here's a 25. You always find one off. So I've found the 25. There's no chance of finding a 24 now. 28. I could probably get a 26 for sure. But 24, impossible. 23, I knew it. Albania was annexed during World War II by Italy. Inch with knowledge. They're very close. Together. I knew it was a mistake. So what's the place? Miryang. Gosh. Scanning for that's going to be impossible. It's funny when you watch YouTube videos or other streamers or something scanning for a town and you actually see it and they don't. It's tragic. Here's 24. There's Miryang. So we're actually on the way to Ulsan. So we're on the 24. Where did I put my marker? Thank gosh. So the 24 is here. It's a river here. It's like this or that. Is this a major road? Not really. Should probably check the direction we're going. North-south, across the river here. North-south-ish. Might be something like this, or... I'm not sure if my north-south's lined up quite right. So it could be here. What was the other? Ulsan. Still got 6 minutes left. That's a miracle. Do I care enough to try and 25k it? It's a Korean restaurant. That checks out. This Korean restaurant's probably even better. But it doesn't lead to the 24, so that's no good. And this road doesn't continue. Could it be here? I don't think it's... Oh, it is. There is a division here, kind of. It turns... No, there's not really any turns. It's more like this. Is there a road off here? There is. It's more like this, I think. Did that coverage just change? Okay, I'm just going to drop it here. I think the coverage might have just changed a bit. It was not quite right. Oh, there's the restaurant there. Okay, that makes more sense. 4989, that's probably the best I've ever done in Korea. I definitely could have done better there, but I'd get bored with that, kind of trying to line stuff up. Oops, that was the Israeli flag. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that all checks out. So, won't bother trying too hard here. Drop it there. 22 kilometers away. That's still quite a distance. Anyway, got a streak, 21,758. Getting better, and a streak of 3, so can't complain. That's an interesting chevron. You don't often see skinny red like that. Driving right hand side. It's kind of like some posts we saw in Pennsylvania, but different. They're watering the grass here. I think maybe they're crops. They are crops, not just grass. We're nearby a huge bay with some huge bollards, none of which is really familiar to me. I don't think the US... How about these kids? I don't recognise those. There's a lot of sprinklers out today. There must be a sprinkler hour and barbecue hour. Probably get to some signage. What was this crossing? That could be useful. Oh, it's kids crossing. Underneath it says Okul. 5 stairs to 2 kids. Doesn't ring a bell. Is it Turkey? Could be Turkey. So where's this water? Is to the south. Driving right. There's no bollards to check on. What about language? That would be helpful. I think that's okay for Turkey. But I'm basically just going on that minaret. Because I don't really recognise anything else for Turkey here. Anch with Turkey, okay. I'm more confident. I wonder if this is actually... I think in the... Is there a blue strip here? I think there is. So this is possibly like the European side. Water south. Somewhere like Seed. Is it built up here? We're not actually in a city, I don't think. Some farmland around about the place. and we're pretty close to the water. Kremlin Palace. That was unexpected. So we got Trinity Lara, Titanic Marden Palace, the Kremlin Palace. I'm not sure, we could be anywhere. Likia World. It doesn't look that touristy. I'm looking for somewhere else, surely. Maybe a smaller bay, I think. This could be more like it, but the road's not close enough. Because there's some islands or whatever over there. Like here. Okay, I'm going to drop it there. Oh, it's nearby a lake. All the way to the west. Oh my gosh. What a shocker. That was a shocker. I want to check out the Kremlin Palace though. Here it is. Is this it? Yes, this is it. 4.7 stars. I want to see some photos. Stunning. It looks like it's been touched up a little bit. It's amazing. Why? I don't know why they committed to like. Looks like bait for the British, I think. British tourists. Anyway, that was a terrible guess, but extended my streak till 4, so that's good. Here are white centre lines and this bollard. This is Czechia or Slovakia. I would have thought normally they'd have a bigger reflector, but I think this split reflector is definitely Czechia or Slovakia. I don't know which. I'm kind of stuck here. So which is more open and green? It always seems to be Czechia, so maybe I'll go Slovakia. South of Nitra. That's probably fine. Oh, it was Slovakia on this occasion, but all the way west again. Man. East, sorry. Just keep screwing up east and west. I'm trying to teach my baby left and right, but I haven't got a firm enough grasp on it to teach her. It's like an airfield or something. An airport. Is this... I don't think this is like an Icelandic bollard, is it? Is it like Denmark? That could check out. It's kind of water south. There's an aeroplane coming in. I'm not sure about the airline. Kind of looks familiar. I don't know what the deal is over here. Looks like a bit of a hazard. Unless they're building up a new tower here. That must be the main tower. That's the only one I can see. So this is Denmark, I guess. With water kind of southish and an airport. So I'd imagine the airport would be... where do they put Denmark up here? So Copenhagen? Nearby here. I don't see an airport. How do you fly into Denmark? And that's Sweden, so that's no good. Would have thought they'd have an airport somewhere nearby. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so we're somewhere around here. Kind of going east-west, I guess. The airport here. Some trash pile. How about that? Oh, 4998 again. Oh gosh. I can definitely 4998 it. Near Kastrup. Yeah. Exactly. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. I feel like I could have done better. I'm not really getting the compass 100%. So this is Mongolia again. And there's the Mongolian... Oh, this is the same... Uh-oh. I had a round yesterday. Very nice. I think once you know it's Denmark and there's an airport nearby, it's going to be pretty easy. This is very similar to a round I had yesterday, but it was a snow round. And there are a whole bunch of... I think these are sheep in the snow. It's one of the coolest images I've had on GeoGuessr. Where was that? It was so what's this road doing? Kind of east-west. I think that's why directionally I don't do too well, because I go kind of east-west rather than nailing it down. But it is kind of hard to nail down when you've got the blur here, which I've put on intentionally to try and mask the vehicle, but it's not always possible. So Mongolia's here. I think the goat round I had yesterday was kind of near Ulaanbaatar, because I'd gone over here a bit and it was actually quite close. So I just got some low hills. I'm going to go in the greener area, like here. It's not great. 3850. Still, streak of 7 for countries. Driving left here, so it's probably Malaysia, I guess. Or Indonesia. Let me just double check that. Sometimes have a struggle. Looks more Malaysia to me. Just looking for a pole to see if it had a black marker on it, and this has got nothing. Not sure of the phone number. Trying to think about plates as well. I'm not too sure about plates. Let's check this. This could be useful. I don't really know what that's referring to. Some kind of beverage. It's not advertising cigarettes, so that's something against Indonesia. Let's have a look here. Atu plus line. Surprised there's been no utility poles. Definitely leaning Malaysia here, but I'm not too sure of Nirvana Memorial Park. www.nirvana.asia.ita.com. That's not super helpful. It's interesting, they've got like a looks like Asian characters there. This couldn't be Taiwan, surely. No, I think those are Malaysian plates. Is it Sarawak? I'm not too sure. I'm going to say it's not. I'll go near Johor Bahru. Yeah, okay, good. I figured it must be a fairly major road, somewhere nearby Singapore, so 82 kilometres, that was good. Another 20k plus. Just unrelenting. GeoGuessr is unrelenting. You just have a nice guess and then you're thrown somewhere completely different. Just want to check out these signs initially. On the SR355, Rio Blanco. No, sorry, Rio Bianco. So, there's no reflector here. Rio, I definitely think Spain. Normally you'd have yellow reflectors though. Here's a red one. Rio Bianco. The number plate. Ooh, I think it's only got one blue. Could that be an Italian bollard though? Yeah, it's only got one blue here. What's the Spanish bollard? It has a yellow reflector. Normally. So the red reflector on the here and the red here and Rio, I think it must be Italy, SR355. See if we can track down SR roads. Gotta try and remember some of these road codes. SR, here we go. We're kind of 355. Uh-oh. I think we're in the mountains by the looks. There's 500s, 4 2s, 355, 53, 252. Sure, we must be somewhere north here. 355, oh my gosh. And we've got the Rio Bianco here, which I guess is this one, right? Ooh, it doesn't say Rio Bianco. There's no restaurant nearby. Somewhere along the 355 here. Just looking for a restaurant. It's pretty popular. Rio Ronaldo. We're going north and that's on this side. Something like this. We'll give that a shot. Ooh. Still didn't say. It just says Piave. I don't feel too bad about that. How far was it? 19 kilometres. That's a nice guess. Managed to get the 355, so I'm very happy. Quite happy. And now, could be Italy again. What have they got? Pepsi drinkers. Interesting. And it's like Miranda or something, I think it's called. Not really a soft drinker. What's this pole? Not too familiar with that. I got the paving here, which is interesting. Just wanted to check out these. Oh, that's a shame. Wanted to check out the family on the motorbike. They're gone. I think there's a kid in a wheelbarrow here. That's cool. That's old school fun. We used to do that as kids. go around in the wheelbarrow. There's a lot of children about. Maybe it's after school or school holidays or something. Don't really know. I haven't really picked up anything yet. Here's some language, presumably. We've got this S. Not sure if that's a special O in the Otto. Just wondered about Turkey again. Just going to go a little further here. Ankara. Kind of stumped. It's yeah, I thought Turkey. I think Ankara is in Turkey, actually. Like a whole Pepsi, it's not so Pepsi. Yeah, it says Pepsi. I thought it was, and there's a minaret. That's what I was looking for, is a minaret. Now it's like 100% confirmed Turkey. Got some big mountains in the background there. Had a lot of Turkey lately. What's the expression? Easy to define, difficult to reach and guess. Here's Ankara. I don't think we're in Ankara, but that truck was travelling around abouts somewhere in Ankara. So that's the best information I've got. Don't know if there's... Yeah, so it's pretty likely that most things travel there. I wonder what was the other town name here? That kid looks down on his luck. No wheelbarrow to be tooled around in. Mersin, which I'm not sure if is in Turkey or not. Don't see it. Maybe we should go a little further north. I need some, I think there's some mountains or something. Low mountains. Just click north of Ankara. Oh, gosh. I didn't mean to open that. I feel like I could have tried harder there. It's just like too lazy. 510 kilometers away. Got a streak of 10 here. Some short dashes on the outside. Country streak of 10. So it could be Sweden. I think that's short dash is Sweden. A red house. I'm working up some confirmation bias here. They've got a flagpole, but they didn't hang the flag, which is a bit criminal. Just looking for a Volvo here. I'm not sure about this sign. Horsas. Horsa hus. Well, this language here. Bilaska. Bilaska Gzv. I'm gonna say that's Swedish. Just need to see this car. I think I'll just drop it there. Got a streak of 10. It looks a bit warmer, so I'll go south. Near Gothenburg. Okay. There's a lot further south. But still. Very good. Streak of 11. Some good meta there. with the short dashes. I'm not sure if that red house was indicative because it's kind of made of tin. Got this cool old place. A lot of white flowers. That could be Estonia. Got this blue signage. Short dashes again. What's with this bollard? I do not recognise it. I wonder... So I think this 4 windows is like Lithuania or Estonia. I think. This is cool. There's a lot of cool old stuff around here. It's like some kind of substation. I'm not sure about short dashes in Estonia or Lithuania. And I don't know about these town names. Or this bollard. Or Quartzy. I want to see more language. Oh, here we go. That could be still Sweden. I think Sweden has similar to Germany. I'm not sure about the yellow though. It's kind of like Spanish colours, but I think this is probably just Sweden. Hopefully it's not Finland. Kind of like the same region, maybe a bit further north. Ugh, it was Estonia with the flowers. And the bus with the 4 windows. I just didn't know about those bollards. Man, I'm depressed. I should have stuck with the bus window meta, which I think is Estonia or Lithuania. Then the white flowers would have given me Estonia. Which is apparently fake meta, but sometimes it works out. Back to square one. It's probably Brazil here. No, would Brazil have stop? Probably not. Just try and get across this, try and get onto this road here. I guess I can't. So where can I go? This way. It's not my ideal choice, to be fair. Very flat. Very flat. Some kind of church or cathedral in the background here. I feel like even if I'd gotten Estonia last time, this would be the end of my streak. Really not sure what to think at the moment. So it's got black backs of the signs. Got these huge silos. Let's check out up here. So I wasn't confident that this was going to lead anywhere, but luckily... Ooh, interesting. This could be Spain. I think there's deers. I'm not sure about this language for Spain though. I'd say the deer looks Spanish. The 59C I'm not too sure about. See some language back here. Where was it? Kind of peeking between the trees. There's nothing. Don't see a blue strip there. There's these bollards, question mark. I think actually from this distance maybe it does look like there's a blue strip there. It's difficult to see. I'll go back here. This 59C. It's pretty discouraging, I'd say. I don't see that kind of road configuration. Holy poles. Did I blast past some holy poles? Oh yeah. Okay. So holy poles would be... These are kind of small. So Hungary, Poland or Romania. The poles are painted white at the bottom here. It looks like a mix of long holes and short holes. Looks like they're painting the bottoms of everything. So I guess, man, it's completely blanked an important piece of information there. So I guess Romania. 59C though, Lunga. I don't think I've had Hungary. Not in a long time anyway. Romania. Here we go. This is good. It's got the C roads. So we just need 59 and then it could be a really good Romania guess. Oh no. Stupid scanning. These are 70s. Here's the 59A. It's got to be nearby, surely. 59C. And then we're going south. Lunga is to the west. Where's Lunga? How far is it? How long is this 59C? So I think we started in a town, right? Yeah. Bottom white's definitely a Romania thing. Gimbolia. Don't really see any of these places. Bulgarian colony. The things you see when you look closely at maps. I think it's probably we were here. Let's drop it there. Okay, not quite. Wow, thanks for pointing out the holy poles there. I was completely blanking on that. Focused on the deer sign. So that was a good game in the end. Estonia, if I'd gone Estonia that would have been brilliant. And then Turkey, I kind of... Let's not point out what town signs we did and didn't see. It's getting to the end of my brain threshold. After an hour and a half, clicking and talking, I kind of start to zone out a little bit. So this, I do have to focus more, obviously. This is that kind of pole again. I guess we're set up to drive on the right here. Kind of white centre lines, difficult to tell. This is Chunky Boy here. So we're by a fire station. I wonder if this is like some US overseas territory or something. Normally they'd say the town or something on the fire truck, surely. Some temporary signs. I did not know about this pole. You can tell after like 2 hours my mouth gets... I have water here, but I never drink it. I drink coffee just to keep my brain a little bit active. It's a windsock, so I guess, here we go. Navy water treatment plant. Yeah, I'd bet this is some US overseas territory. Normally you're not allowed to film military installations. I guess Google gets a pass. We've got this, a lot of palms here. A good reminder to drink some water. At some point I'd like to get a better mic, because for some reason I've tried to set this up better and they're actually yellow lines, so that's... I'm not sure what that says. Oh, it looks like a stamp. Like an old-fashioned ink stamp, but much, much bigger. So I had a bit of a... It says speed limit, so it's definitely US something. I had a fail earlier, which I thought I was in... It's kind of interesting actually. What was that? It must have been yesterday. They had like a big football game or something at a school, like a school football game. And I thought for sure this is US Virgin Islands, because it just had island vibes. It turned out being Bermuda, which really surprised me. The other thing that made me think it was an island was there was a sign at the football game saying codfish breakfast from 8:30 or something. Difficult to get a good view of this bus shelter, but I think they've got seating all the way around. I like the designs, really nice with the blue lightning slash against yellow. No rubbish bin. I'd say the windows, you'd have to be about 7 feet tall to use those. So the design's a bit lacking. Still, I'd say 7.5 for appearance and 5.5 for functionality. These could be bins. I don't know, I was kind of tempted to go US Virgin Islands again. I think they drive on the opposite side there, I'm not too sure. I think I checked on that and they do. So what's this set up for? I think this is set up for right-hand drive, so it's probably not a good guess. Something distinctly odd about it though. So we've got a junction, it's definitely like US. Can't quite read what that says underneath. Santa Rita. Congratulations, graduates. It's got very US vibes, but let's just check the US Virgin Islands or whatever it's called. It could be Puerto Rico or something as well. Santa Rita. Or Dominican Republic, I'm not sure what that looks like. I always want to go US Virgin Islands though. Hey, Penny Beach. There's an airport, I thought it was a Navy. Actually there was, where did I see a Navy? Fort Frederick? It's on King Street. Not sure what street we're on now. I'm sure there's information here, I just couldn't quite get close enough. So it says something there, the 2A, the 17, the 5. I don't know if this is big enough to have road labels. I'm pretty stumped here. It's somewhere around here for sure. Maybe here. The 2A, the 17, the 5. I'm gonna have to pick somewhere. There's a 5. Let's give that a shot. It was Guam. I've never had Guam before. I don't think that makes sense for the military base. Certainly, I think Guam's pretty much just military because of its location. 2 points. That's generous. Why did I lose at 1? Is that a loss? I thought the Dominican Republic was an overseas territory of the US, and so is Guam. I could be wrong. There is much I do not know about Guam. Let's see this Air Force base. The naval magazines here. Man, the US military has so many supporting industries, like a whole fleet of journalists just for their magazines. Stars and Stripes, I think that's one of the military magazines. Ooh, I wonder if this is Bhutan. I never get Bhutan right. I think I'm going to do it. What is this? Like an effigy or something. Or someone's just hung up their blanket. Kind of looks Peruvian though. I'd say this looks Nepalese or Bhutanese. Are these beers to drink or beers that have been drunk? I think they have been drunk. It's like the laundry room, you just hang out and drink beer and do the washing, which certainly appeals to me. I'm not sure what brand of beer this is though. I think I should probably just drop it in Bhutan before I talk myself out of it. I describe it as hilly. It's quite hilly. Don't know what the... I guess the bunting has some religious significance, but I shouldn't have gone so far as to see this sign. Now I'm going to talk myself out of it, surely. Bro. Dio Thang or Rangia. Let's say Bhutan and Nepal are not huge countries, so I can probably do a little scan. Can I locate them though? I think here. Ooh, actually, they're always bigger than you think. So I've got Thimphu, Paro. I'm looking for Rangia or Bro, I guess. I should have just dropped it in here. I think probably Nepal would have dual language by the looks. How about Nepal? Probably not. There's Rangjung. So that's encouraging. Raiding. Panbang town down here. Buli, Ura. I don't really see any of these. I think I'll just drop it in the mountains, which is pretty much the whole country. Very nice. Okay, just waiting for the streak to update. 71 kilometres away. We're in a national... Oh no, I plonked it in a national park, which is probably not too sensible. So we're nearby Nafu. Hang on, there was a point of interest here. Nafu town. Very nice. I think that's... I think I got Bhutan assisted one time, and I've probably screwed up Bhutan about 3 other times. I wonder if this is a follow car. It's kind of got an interesting number plate there. Front number plate with the red. Looks Arabic. Yes. Madhya. Now, how not to screw this up? I don't know Madhya, but Jordan I always overlook, so I don't want to do that. What are the other options? Like, is that a flag? I can't quite tell. I don't think so. City Ben Noor. What about a road number would be great. Okay, so Jordan does have road numbers. This signage doesn't have road numbers, and I'm not sure about the design of the signs. It's probably distinct. What does this say? Is that a... I don't think that's a flag. I just want to get a look at this one here. Okay, here. Now it's too blurry, I can't read it. Garda National de Circuit. Garda National de Circuit something. City something. Beni Hassan. I don't know if this is Tunisia or what. I think I'll go with Jordan. I'm not too sure. It was Tunisia. What an idiot. Oh, that was the red on the plate. Wow, my brain is starting to fade. Shocker. I think they're driving right. Must be a good barber nearby, because he is looking fresh. Got Adidas. Tunisia, Morocco. Yeah, I think Jordan was a bad guess there. Well, it definitely was, because it was Tunisia. I don't think I've had Morocco before. This arbitrary world, I thought it was on official world, which is a good map too. I like that one. So we've got this. Actually, that motorbike, did it have a yellow backplate? I didn't mean to. Clicked on something here. My YouTube channel dashboard. This is Colombia, I'm pretty sure, with the painted house and the backplates. It's somewhere in the mountains. So how close to Bogota? Probably not too close. I'll go further south, like there. It was south of Medellin, southeast of Medellin. Still, I feel like I've gotten better at recognising the country. Just made a misclick there and lost my analytics there. 4,263 points. Now this is probably Indonesia. It's got rupees, yeah. Riding left. Cool guy. So Indonesia, there's like a myriad of options. This is kind of fairly dense. It's densely populated. There's a car, which is a bit unusual. Must be a pain in the neck driving around here, I'd say. It's kind of set up for motorbikes. Like much of Vietnam. It's like they made a rule at the start of the year, or it was always a rule, but that you're not supposed to drive on the footpath in Ho Chi Minh City, but they made the fine for it something chronic, like I think it was 5 or 10 million dong, which is probably at $200 US, which is a huge amount. That's like an enormous amount. That's a monthly salary. And so everyone was diligently obeying the law and not riding on the footpath and not blasting through red lights. And it created huge, huge traffic jams, as you'd expect. I think I'll have to go north of Manila here. Ooh. Why did I go Philippines? That was silly. I meant to go Indonesia. Yeah, typically that was bad. How embarrassing. But it's not the first time I've done that, I'm pretty sure. Oh gosh. This is Turkey again. I feel like I've had a lot of Turkey lately. Should probably start learning some town locations. Bay India. Tor Bali. Bay India. The bollards check out. At least now I can kind of recognise Turkey in a few seconds, sometimes. 35 and 28, Bay India is 9 away. I wonder if 35 or 28 are road numbers, so whereabouts would we be? It's kind of mountainous. I'm not sure about these road numbers. I don't think these towns are super big. Let's check for some mountains somewhere. Some mountains somewhere. Here's kind of some mountains. Looks a bit drier than that. Let's go a little bit south. Shocker. Just give me a quick second here. Some unblurred number plates by the looks. There's no British, no European blue strips, but definitely close to the Eurozone there. 3,200, that's not great. Next up, I haven't had Africa in a long time. And this is not it. I guess this is kind of Brazil or something. Let me just double check this language. It's got a proverb on there. It's like a religious compound or something. This fence I've not seen before. It's kind of interesting. I think this is Spanish. Construction something sector something. I'm not sure what that says. Gosh, a lot of that would be quite helpful, I think, if I could read it. I'll head down this way. Let's take a look and see what's going on here. Just a bunch of cows. So it must be Uruguay, I'd say. Minala Corocora. Is this a Colombian cross? Kind of. Now it's all disappeared. They've had an upgrade to the on the signage. See if I can get past it. And there's a few gauchos here. It's a manga farm. Manga de Collio La Celia. I'm not sure what that refers to. Goyanariba. I think this was like a Colombian cross on the back of this stop sign, but it's difficult to get an angle on it. And then the coverage changes. I think that's a Colombian cross. In terms of where it would be in Colombia, that's a real question mark. Just going to trust the back of the sign. Without that, I'd go Uruguay here. Hang on, let me just check this sign again. It's just, I can't get a good angle on it. And then when I click forward for a good angle, the coverage changes. What is this? I don't think that's I don't think it's a wooden pole. I'm just going to go... If this is Uruguay, I'll be a little unhappy. Phew, that's lucky. That was a good plonk too. 230, well, fair. 231 kilometres away. To have to trust a half-seen sign back. It's not really stressful because there's nothing writing on this, but it's nice to get things right. I'm not sure what that was. It's a bus. It's a bus sign. How many windows? Is it a bus sign? Difficult to say. Probably not. Yeah, it's a sign. Difficult to say how many windows or why it's that short. So we're growing some crops. Looks like vines actually. It's volcanic soil, I think. Ooh, I can't read that. That's a shame, because there might not be too much other information here. I can't quite read that. So, that's a shame. I don't really have a vibe on exactly where we are. I thought Europe. It's a red roof, tiled roof too. I think there's a blue strip there. Let's double check this car. There's a lot of grapevines. Yeah, blue strip. Grape growing area. Sorry, I've got to go back and just check this plate again. I don't think there's any yellow. Just with the grape growing, I thought maybe it was could be Portugal, where they grow the port. Got this route market, 7 kilometres. That doesn't ring a bell in terms of signage. This could be Estonia again. I didn't see any white flowers, but is that Czech or something? No. This is a dual language. It's got Cyrillic and English. So it could be Bulgaria. Let me see these poles. I don't know that the poles are good for Bulgaria. Okay, so where would we have Cyrillic? That could be a Bulgarian car. It's got a very long plate. Quite skinny. This is not like official signage, so I'm sure that's why it doesn't match up to Bulgarian signage. What are the other options? Like Croatia. Just trying to think of this. No. Wait, let me take that back. No. What are the other options? I think it has to be Bulgaria. Not here. North Macedonia. Serbia. I think it's Serbia. How about that? In terms of wine growing, I'm not too sure about Serbian wine growing areas, or Bulgarian for that matter. Should probably go north of Belgrade just a tiny bit. Okay, wow. Is that actually, yeah, nice. Glad I came to that eventually. It was the language, it wasn't Bulgarian. That was ultimately the tipping point there. It was Serbian. It's got these poles, which are really interesting. Kind of like snow poles, but I'm not too sure. These quite big poles, quite thick poles, and small signs. I don't know about this. These barriers. These bollards are really interesting. I haven't come across them before. This is going to be something like North Macedonia or Montenegro, something. I'm sure this sign will be absolutely useless. Yep, it was chevrons. So we just need something a little handy, a little helpful. This looks a little helpful. On the PP2204. Okay, so I'm just going to check my likely candidates. Montenegro. Has it got any PPs? It's got a P. We need PP. Maybe if I zoom in closer. It'll fix my posture. It's only got... Don't see PP. So what was my other option? It was North Macedonia. R's and P's as well. No PPs. There's probably is PPs, it's just a matter of zooming in close enough. I'm going to have to go with one of them. I'm not going to look for rifts. Absolutely not. I think I'm just going to go North Macedonia here. Oh dear. It's, I don't know which one's more mountainous, but let's go up here. South of Skop. Skop? That was Spain? Oh my gosh. There it is, PP2204. I've not seen that bollard before. I guess it must be like snow poles or something. I got the latitude right, just 2,000 kilometers away. Here's a flag. Is it a Swiss flag? What is going on here? Some kind of museum or something, I think. An old farmhouse anyway. Is that a flag? That's the difficult thing. Don't know that it is. I don't think the proportions are right to be a flag. So, half convinced that's a flag. Oh wow. Now that is something. As a bus shelter, which I'm pretty sure that is, that's a thing of beauty. It looks fairly unfunctional. Can you sit in there comfortably, or you got to stoop forward? And everyone's going to have their knees together if there's a whole bunch of people sitting there. There's no indication it's a bus stop. There's no bin. There's no timetable. Maybe it's just to hang out. I like it, definitely. If it's a bus shelter, it's a 2, because it's like completely useless, mostly useless. As an object though, I really like it. 9 out of 10. So this is either Norway or Denmark. I think those are the only two countries that have this O. So I guess this could be Denmark. I think this is unique to Denmark as well. And veg. I'm not sure about veg. Here's a Danish bollard by the looks. Yep, okay, I'm convinced. That is really cool. I like that. And this red is Denmark. It's very flat. What was at the start? I kind of forgot. Veg, yeah. Peter's still hanging out. I'm not sure what this is like a restaurant or something. So from nothing, suddenly there was a lot of information there nearby the more major road. And I don't know, Denmark's quite got a few different islands and things. Maybe this is kind of close to Copenhagen, because this is some kind of thing, like a restaurant or something. I think it's going to be near a population centre to be viable. Nope. It's near Old God. Let's have a look. I want to see what this is. It's a shop. Kind of inclined to look it up, but I'm not going to. 228 kilometres, 18,500. That's not too bad. One more game, and then I've got to pack it in for the day. Dual language, reduced speed now. It's probably Hong Kong. I'm not sure about the number plates. But I've had Hong Kong before, and I kind of overlooked it because I didn't know it was in. I didn't know it was represented. This could be Taiwan, I'm not sure. Yellow backplate. Got the public toilets with bins outside, that's good. I like that. I think Macau is another option. I'm not sure how I'd differentiate. I think if it was in the city, it'd be pretty obvious. Because I think Hong Kong has some very typical buses. What is this? PCCW. It's a really clean phone booth. Telephone box. Any tips on whether this is Hong Kong or Macau? Can't quite read what it says on the left here. I'm not familiar with any of these places. Tan Cheong Road. I think if it was Macau, there'd somehow be a casino here. It's a whole bunch of washing machines or dryers or something. So they've done an upgrade here, by the looks. Is that a bus shelter? Oh, it's difficult to get close. I think I'm going to go Macau here. I'm not sure what this is. It's some kind of something. I think I'll go Hong Kong. Hang on a sec. I'm prepared to be completely wrong about this one. Let's see, where did they put it? So there's Macau. Here's Hong Kong. It's kind of like maybe up here. I think the signage kind of looks like this. So it's kind of. I wonder if I should scan for something. I'm not going to do that for Hong Kong. Okay, wow, good. 19 kilometres away. It's actually by the water. I think I knew that. I don't know why I didn't go by the water. 4949. Round 2. Now this is going to be fewer points. This is a really interesting pole top. It's got an A-frame and a ton of insulators. Did they replace it? I think maybe it's just the angle where it looked... Yeah, from this angle it looks like a single solid pole. Chunky pole. It's a bunch of pines. Could be Canada, could be Russia. Misa. I don't actually know. It's not Russian. Is this their house and they've got a picnic area outside? I hope so. That's very cool. So, I don't know, Romania or something. How would I differentiate? I'd need some language. They weren't wholly poles though, so maybe it's Latvia or Lithuania or... I don't know what Misa, what language that is. Unless it's Scandinavian. That's a lot of potentials. Can't really travel that fast, which is annoying. I'm not sure that I'm going to get any information either. I wonder if this is just Finland or something. Okay, that's my current best guess, and it's just nothing to see. I'm going to go Finland. Not near the water. Here. Oh, it was Latvia. That was one of the options I threw out there. One of the 6 options. That's annoying. Anyway. It's rarely ever Latvia. Sorry, GeoGuessr. So, looks like rain coming here. Some kind of island. It's probably... Where's this road? It's not concrete. Riding left, so I guess it's like Indonesia. Is my best guess at the moment. Man, I had Indonesia before and managed to click on Philippines. So I'm not too sure what's going on in this photo. Is he operating on someone? I just can't... Looks like he's got a knife and he's operating on someone. Or she. Difficult to say. There's a fish here. Maybe it's a fish cleaning operation. Not too sure. I think this is probably Indonesia. Let's check the mountains. It's a washing day. It's a convenient balcony to have on washing day. I don't know, maybe I'll go down here. Ooh, interesting, it was Malaysia. Sarawak. Near Papua. Shocking. I was hoping for a bunch of easy rounds for this last game, but the trees speak English. Thanks for the follow, Landua. Just about to finish up for the day. Got pines here. My brain is cooked, so I'm not making some great guesses. Is that a llama or an alpaca? It's a horse. No, it's okay, you can roast me, that's for sure. If you've got a tip for where we are here, that would be helpful. Got this pole top. Some birds in flight. A meditation session is giving you some ASMR with my cruddy mic. I don't know why the mic's so hissy. It's something to do with the setup here. Got pines, well, palms, and nothing else. Got no ideas here. Can't be Europe, can it? With the pines. It is very slow gameplay, that's for sure. And now I'm tripping over my words. I do miss a lot of clues as well. No 1v1s, I've got to go. Time to walk the baby. Next time, for sure. I'll probably be around, what's the time now? 2, 3. Probably be around in 13 hours to stream again, and then maybe another 22 hours from now. There's a lot of horses, I don't know what to make of this. I'm just going to drop Uruguay. Some kind of cowboy Oh, I was too. Oh my god. I should 1v1 you. I'd kill you. Just kidding. This is South Africa. Or Lesotho. I'll go north of Lesotho. Okay, it was south of Lesotho. And 18.5 to finish off the day. Okay. Trident pole. I have trouble with those trident poles. Anyway, thanks very much for hanging out. Certainly if you get in early on stream at some point, I'll 1v1 people. For the moment now, I will... Ooh, interesting. I can't raid for some reason from Twitch. Sorry about that. So I'll have to drop out now. Can't raid anyone. Hopefully you come back and join me another time, but keep in touch. I'm out now.